Okay, quick trade recap. How I made $4,106 on NQ and YM. So I took two trades live. My executions will be somewhere on the screen. So let's get into this trade breakdown. It's a lot of lots to cover for this day. So playing price back a bit to see what I was seeing at the time of market open. We had CPI today. So my annotations will be as they are, so I can come back to them. Now, a lot of cover. First, we were in this range. We tapped this weekly fair value gap, and now we were trading up. But on indices, we have this monthly gap resting below us that I want to see tap. Until then, I will be bearish. So whatever market presents itself, we will take nonetheless. Now, what I was seeing at this point is the CRT candle range theory. We were in this range sort of. If I zoom in, we were in this range. We had one unmitigated 4-hour and 6-hour gap. I wanted to see SSMT get put in place. Until then, I was short term bullish on NQ till we reached that high above. Okay, at this point we swept the previous candle low, and when I dropped down to the 15-minute, I could see this change right here. Okay, so this to me was a clear market maker buy model. But I was looking for shorts, but I did want to see us trade up into this fair value gap and then seek shorts from here, right? So that was the trade idea. Let me just mark out um, this fair value gap. So it makes sense a bit. Okay, so at this point in time, I was like, okay, let me see if I can get alongside the market and possibly take a trade higher. We had these data highs resting above. Now, I entered a bit aggressively on the first trade. I saw this and I entered right about, I think the next candle was, yeah, bearish. I entered right about here. Put my stops right here. I think whatever gave me a 1-to-1 at that point. So it was right about, and my entry wasn't that great. It was right about here for a 1-to-1. And this candle wick, I wanted to see act like a breaker or a point of support. And I played the next candle. We did have this move up. And if I zoom in, had I waited for this price action to align itself, this price action is my bread and butter. But wanted to see SMT within a 15-minute gap, which we got. We got this change in state, which I was looking at, and I was like, damn, I could have entered right there and have much better risk to reward, greater than what I initially had right here. This was a 1-to-1, risked about 1,000 to get 1,000 back, and TB was hit eventually. Okay, now what? Now I'm locked in, looking at what price action is doing because we are in a 6-hour gap, and on ES we also tapped this 6-hour gap. And on the Dow was my second trade. This trade was really good. We had SSMT within that gap tag. And then we formed stage 2 SMT at the highs. Because if I look at where NQ is, we have this SMT on NQ, right? That is all I wanted to see for the Dow. And I marked out this fair value gap as a possible entry just to see if I could get it. Secondly, we had this internal sweep. This was also, I utilized candle range theory in this as well, as on the hourly, we had candle 1 and then candle 2 took out previous candle's high, closed below the range. So if I could drop down to the 5-minute and try to trade candle 3, possibly get alongside the trade, we had previously low, and then we had, let me just get rid of this. We had previously low, and we had the sell side below us. Risk to reward was great. It was a 1-to-3. Took this live, and I played the next candle. I did get in at this, and not gonna lie, it did juke me out. It's like I thought we were gonna close. I anticipated it to close lower, but we didn't. That was by mistake. But everything I wanted to see before that was checked off. But I wasn't gonna risk this trade like going without me. So I entered right there. My conviction in this trade was really good. That's why I entered. Maybe a mistake, but yeah, I should have waited for that candle close. Okay, so the next candle did confirm that inverse, and as I play price ahead, TP was hit right about there for 1 to 3, and made 3,000, risking 1,000 on this on my 100K, and yeah, that was it. I did wanted to hold for 1 to 3. Like previous day low, it was a 3.6 R trade, but I just got out when we tapped into the sell side. And yeah, my executions will be somewhere. I think we did end up selling off for the rest of the day. Yeah, but that was the trade recap. Absolutely beautiful PA. Candle range theory is something that I'm utilizing in my trades nowadays. So it's nice to see candle 1 and candle 2 close, so you can trade candle 3 as it is. Aligning your system to it adds a bit more confluence. So yeah, that was the trade, and that marks the trade for the 10th of June.